We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. It's been 10 days since that deadly mass shooting in South Baltimore, and still no arrest for the actual shooting. We'll take a closer look at the investigation and the city's fight against crime. As crime continues in the city, more stores are closing up shop, the latest company to announce it's shutting its doors. And online shopping is expected to hit records today as Amazon kicks off its Prime sales. How much the event is expected to cost companies due to lost worker productivity. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin in a city in crisis. Fox 45 News is demanding answers about the investigation into the mass shooting at Brooklyn homes. More than 1 week after 2 people were killed and 28 others hurt, investigators have yet to charge anyone with the actual shooting. We have team coverage of the investigation and where things stand. We begin with Olivia Dance and lingering questions about safe streets. Olivia.
On Thursday, the police department and the mayor's office of neighborhood safety and engagement, also known as MONSE, will face council members to try and figure out why there wasn't more done to prevent Brooklyn's mass shooting. That hearing happening right here at City Hall. Now, Fox 45 News has learned that 4 Safe Streets workers mediated several conflicts earlier in the day between people with guns at the Brooklyn Day block party, but they left before 30 people were shot, 2 of them losing their lives. Councilman Mark Conway, chair of the city's Public Safety Committee, says he's expecting answers to several questions.
Why was there no police presence on the scene? Why did we not know about the event in advance? Who knew about the event in advance?
The questions now being raised circle back to the uncertainty of an agency Fox 45 News has been investigating for years. MONSE oversees the implementation of Safe Streets, which is Baltimore's flagship gun violence prevention program. The interim director of MONSE making it clear last week that the policies for Safe Streets workers telling someone about a potential threat aren't in place, but we were told those policies are now under review. However, after multiple emails last week asking about the policy, it's unclear when or if any changes will actually be made. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Well, last month, we asked MONSE about this organizational chart showing now Stephanie Marvonis at the top after Shantae Jackson left on June 30th. Now, we asked what are the qualifications each employee has to justify holding their respective role? What is their previous employment? Will you allow Fox 45 News to interview any or all MONSE employees to learn more about their work? Has anyone on the chart been convicted of misdemeanors or felonies? Still, no answers to those questions that were submitted 3 weeks ago. Right now, the 17-year-old facing gun charges in connection with the South Baltimore mass shooting remains in jail. As Shannon Lilly explains, a judge denied the suspect bail ahead of a second hearing later this week.
There will be a Baltimore City public safety hearing happening this Thursday to talk about this mass shooting, the events that led up to it, and the communication among city agencies like the Baltimore Police Department. And it comes as a mound of questions remain in this mass shooting, and we are pushing leaders for those answers.
Why isn't this investigation further along?
So this investigation is pretty far along, but as we do with any case, especially a homicide or mass shooting, our detectives working with our local, state, and federal partners on this will continue to go through every single thing, and we'll be making charges as we track down every lead.
Well, more than a week has passed since the Brooklyn Day mass shooting, and so far investigators have yet to charge anyone with the actual shooting. One of the only leads released to the public thus far involved a teen captured in this social media post taking a gun out of a backpack at that block party. Acting Commissioner Rich Worley announcing his arrest days later on gun charges, that teen's attorney claiming he's done nothing the state has said. Meanwhile, major questions also remain about the department's response and the event itself. In fact, dispatch audio from about an hour and a half before the mass shooting took place seemingly indicated police were aware of the growing crowd.
It's quite a big crowd. Transform right here. Any other units?
Now, Acting Commissioner Worley later revealed that the department was not aware that Brooklyn Day was being held. This was an annual event that he says, at least this year, was unpermitted Despite all of this, though, the mayor says his confidence in Worley has not been swayed. Reporting from police headquarters, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
We want to know what you think. Do you trust the city council to ask tough questions about the mass shooting? So far, 99% of voters say no. Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote to weigh in. Breaking news, Bank of America is being ordered to pay more than $100 million for misleading customers about their accounts. According to the feds, the bank, which is based in North Carolina but has an office in downtown Baltimore, doubled up on fees, withheld reward bonuses, and opened accounts without customer consent. Earlier this year, Wells Fargo was ordered to pay billions in fines after it was accused of similar misleading practices. 11:06, here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, jury selection continues today in the trial of the man charged with murdering a pregnant Baltimore woman. Prosecutors say Michael Robertson was the father of Akia Eggleston's unborn child. Akia was 8 months pregnant when she didn't show up for her baby shower in 2017. Robertson was arrested in Michigan a year and a half ago and charged with her murder. Trending number two, a judge is expected to extend the restraining order in the BGE lawsuit for another 60 days. That means work installing external regulators must pause until then. BGE says the regulators are for safety and to improve gas delivery across Baltimore, but residents argue the project lacks transparency and is causing damage to homes and neighborhoods against their will. In the coming hour, opponents of the new meters will gather outside of CHAP, that's the Commission for Historical and Architectural Preservation. They're urging that group to join the campaign against BGE. Trending number three, in the first 7 days, recreational marijuana was legal in Maryland. Licensed dispensaries sold more than $20 million in weed products. That is according to the Baltimore Banner and the Maryland Cannabis Administration. Around half of that week's total, $10.4 million, was made during opening weekend. Trending number four, new data shows the state brought in nearly $3 million in sports betting revenue last month. Mobile betting accounted for over 95% of that. Across the state, more than $250 million were wagered. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. It is Amazon Prime Day. Coming up, a look at the hottest sales right now. And ChatGPT is being sued. How the chatbot is being accused of ripping off artists and ignoring copyrights. But first, a grand jury will decide if Donald Trump should face charges for trying to overturn the election in Georgia. What that would mean for his 2024 run, just ahead.
And it'll be a perfect afternoon by the pool as temperatures reach the low 90s with the lower humidity. Our rain chances will increase this weekend along with the humidity. I'll let you know what to expect coming up in my Weather Authority forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
11:10 now, and we're back with a live look over at Camden Yards. Now, most Orioles get to rest up before their next game at Camden Yards on Friday, but a special 4 get to step up and take the field at the MLB All-Star Game. Adley Rutschman, Austin Hayes, Jenner Cano, and Felix Bautista will take the field in Washington State for the MLB All-Star Game, and you can watch the Midsummer Classic right here on Fox 45 tonight. First pitch is just after 8. Coverage starts at 7. And then, with Fox 45 Morning News, we're going to have a live report tomorrow about how that game went. Taking a look at your social stream happening today in Georgia, a grand jury is scheduled to be seated in the 2020 election case against former President Donald Trump. The jury will be tasked with deciding whether Trump or his allies should be charged for trying to overturn his 2020 election loss in that state. And this case involves accusations that Trump called Georgia's Secretary of State in early 2021, suggesting that he could help find more than 11,000 votes. An indictment would not prevent Trump from running again. Here's what you have to say about it. Travis saying a good way to protect your elections from fraud would be Trump not calling Georgia officials, telling them to find 11,000 votes. Another person saying interesting timing on all these cases in primary season. Well, comedian Sarah Silverman is suing OpenAI and Meta over copyright infringement. She says their chatbots were trained on one of her books without her permission. 2 other authors, Christopher Golden and Richard Kadri, have also joined the class action suit. They allege that their books were among many used by the tech companies without consent, credit, or compensation. Here's what you have to say about that. AI companies really tried to pull a fast one on copyright holders. They thought if they could bamboozle us with hyped up AI tech sales guff, we'd overlook the fact that they just ripped off a bunch of other people's work, stuck it in their data sets, and then tried to call it their own. Another person with a different take, creative money grabbing by the authors. Amazon's famous Prime Day sales are underway. The deals kicked off at midnight and give shoppers 48 hours of access to millions of deals. Amazon says it will offer more deals than any other Prime Day event, and new deals will drop every 30 minutes during select periods. Amazon customers spend an average of $117 during the sale. Most Americans spend more than $90 a month on the site, and it's estimated that employers could lose upwards of $10 billion in lost workplace productivity during the Prime sales. Here's what you have to say about that. I find it funny how retailers move around Amazon. They're having their Prime Day sales the next 2 days, and now everyone else has sales too, because Target does and Walmart and other retailers. Another person, please keep me in your thoughts and prayers over the rest of the week. Amazon Prime Days are here. Well, still ahead, exercise does the body good, and it may have just as many positive benefits on the mind, too. Coming up, how new research says it might help fend off depression. But first, addressing a housing shortage and school overcrowding. The change is coming to Anne Arundel County. That's just ahead. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2, 11:13 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:15 now. We're back with a live look over at Towson. It is going to be a bit warmer today than it was yesterday. We're going to climb into the 90s, but things are only getting hotter as the week goes on. Coming up, meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will tell us just how hot and humid it will get as the week goes on. Developing now in Anne Arundel County, there is a new push to address affordable housing issues. Supporters say addressing that inequity would also help address school crowding. We spoke with Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman earlier this morning. He said the two issues go hand in hand, saying the county had been unable to open up more housing developments due to school capacity limits, but says new legislation and school redistricting means easing the crowding issues.
So we said that that if a district has capacity in an adjacent area, a school feeder area, then that is open and that to development. So then the school board would just make an adjustment to the lines. That was one of the big changes. But we also were being very clear that we're limiting schools to 100% capacity. You can't develop if it gets over 100%. So we're ending school overcrowding. At the same time, we're opening things up to housing construction for our workforce.
To see that full interview, go to our website, foxbaltimore.com. When it comes to higher education, we are following new information about the state's 529 plans. The state treasurer announced participants will get a 6% retroactive earnings rate. That news comes after thousands of Maryland parents were locked out of the state's college savings plan. Fox 45 News has been following the chaos since last year. We've heard of parents who say the value of their prepaid accounts decreased by as much as 50%. The state says that was from a new method of calculating interest in the fund. A 17-year-old seen with what appears to be a gun remains behind bars a week after a deadly mass shooting in South Baltimore. Coming up later today at 4, we give you a first look at the charging documents. BGE is fighting to continue installing gas regulators around Baltimore. At 5, the crucial decision ahead for one city commission. And a hearing today on the origins of the coronavirus. At 6, why a federal health agency is accused of suppressing information. 11:17 and now to today's talking point. Even just a little bit of exercise can counter depression in older adults with chronic conditions. That is according to a 10-year study published in the journal JAMA Network Open. The study found the more time people spent exercising, the better they felt. People who worked out 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, had a 16% lower rate of depressive symptoms. Those who exercised 2 hours a day benefited the most, with symptoms reducing by 23%. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. And Mark, I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. I mean, every study you hear talks about the benefits of exercise and what that does for your mental and for some of the things associated with your mental health.
Definitely. And I think really, yesterday I did some lap swing, which I hadn't done in a while. And you're right. I think it's almost like it opens up new thoughts. It opens up new ways of thinking. I mean, it took me back. I used to work at the YMCA. I was a lifeguard, and it took me all the way back, Patrice. I was 18 years old yesterday. Okay, I was in that pool.
Feeling good.
I was thinking about, I was kicking it with some honey back in the day at the pool, so all that came back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
this took a turn. You were thinking about 18-year-old stuff. No. So the purpose of this story.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes, it releases those endorphins that change your mood. I mean, physically alter your state of being. So it makes sense that it could help lessen depression.
And I think as we get older, for some reason, we don't move. You saw this morning I was down with the cows.
Yeah.
And getting on the ground, Patrice, reminded me in the dirt back when you were a kid. Because when you get grown up, you don't really do that.
Right.
When you got kids, you may do it, but at a certain age, you start to not do it. And I think that's so important. I think that's why pickleball is so popular, because it reminds people of that activity and almost back being a young person.
At any age, though, I would recommend not playing in the dirt with the poop from the cows. But the cow cuddling you did was cute.
Wow,
that's
right, true.
Mark.
Okay, see.
All right, well, the heat is returning, but at least for now, the storms have moved out. Things here at home looking a lot better than the conditions that meteorologist Jasmine Lomax is showing us those in Vermont are dealing with. Jasmine.
Yeah, Patrice, that's right. This video coming in from the capital, Montpelier, and you can see downtown just flooded. They've been receiving a lot of rain, and that has led to issues for the city there. So they're also dealing with some of that warm weather, but it's really the water. They are looking at an aerial flood warning in place, and that expires around 10:30 this morning. So after that, hopefully conditions will begin to improve. It's very different from what we have here. We are nice and dry, but our rain chances will return a little bit later on this weekend. Currently, we have high pressure sitting over our region, and that's working to keep us nice and dry. But you can see as we look toward Vermont, we've got that flood warning in place and areas of rain now starting to push into Canada. So as we move forward, we are looking at a dry day today and tomorrow, but then our rain chances do return. We're not looking at any washouts, though. 86 for the current temperature and nice and sunny. Across the state, temperatures are mainly in the 80s. We're quickly heating up. We do have a code orange air quality alert in place for parts of Baltimore County, Baltimore City, and Anne Arundel County. So if you are in a sensitive group, including children, the elderly, those with asthma, heart and lung diseases, you want to make sure that you are avoiding strenuous activity outside and prolonged exposure outside. Otherwise, as we head into the afternoon, our temperatures reach the upper 80s and the low 90s. But the good news is that it's not going to be too humid. We'll be right on the range of comfortable and sticky for our dew points. Then we're looking at that again tomorrow. But notice through the weekend, we are talking higher dew points and also higher rain chances. So we do stay nice and dry today and tomorrow. But after that, our rain chances will begin to increase, so you may need the umbrellas for the weekend. We'll be in the low 90s today, mid-90s tomorrow and Thursday, low 90s on Friday and over the weekend, and we still stay in the 90s as we head into the following work week. Back to you.
Thank you, Jasmine. This summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Cares Summer Diaper Drive. Scan the QR code there on your screen to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, go to sinclaircares.com. Still ahead, Threads is continuing to grow its membership. Just how many users have signed up and what it means for rival Twitter. But first, changes could be coming to the way credit card companies hand out late fees, and it's good news for consumers. The new caps the feds want to put on companies when it comes to imposing fees. 11:22 is the time. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. Changes could be coming to the way credit card companies hand out late fees, and it's good news for consumers. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has proposed new rules to slash late fees from an average of $41 per violation to just $8. The 100% minimum payment requirement companies could charge would also be reduced to 25%. Consumers would also have a 15-day grace period for people paying late. Meta's new social media app Threads is giving some Twitter users serious competition. Threads now has more than 100 million users. That was fast. Industry analysts estimate Twitter has just over 350 million worldwide, but usage has been down. They say the number has been dropping for months, with a notable decline in the last few days. And the New York Times is making cuts. The paper is shutting down its sports desk. The paper says it will shift its daily sports coverage to The Athletic. The Times acquired The Athletic last year. Time now for your lunch break. It's 7-Eleven Day, and that means 7-Eleven is giving away free Slurpees to celebrate. The convenience chain store is celebrating its 96th year in business. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
All right, Patrice, a new study is revealing the #1 sign your partner will cheat, and it's not that they don't love you and aren't happy with the marriage. The thing to look out for, according to researchers, coming up. Stay right there.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Persia Nicole from 92Q with the long locks, and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax in
Not
the
with
building.
the long locks, though.
Let me tell you right now, that's right, Persia got that her. Okay, it's Amazon Prime Day, y'all. The 2-day sale kicked off at midnight. Now, if you are shopping, careful when and where you do it. One study found a whopping 75% of people say they'll shop while at work. It's estimated the U.S. could lose $10 billion in productive due to workers' online shopping. But we don't have to worry about that here, all right? Persia Nicole's too busy with her #1 rated radio show. But Persia, is it tempting to hop on during a song and, shop?
I already have like 20 things in my cart, Mark. Don't worry.
What?
That's right.
Did you do it last night?
As you should.
Yeah, like right now, first of all, I couldn't sleep. I started like 12 a.m. right when the sale kicked off, and I have been shopping. I have everything in my cart. So.
Oh, wow. That's the way to do it.
That's right. Okay, Lady T, now, you actually sit in the office pretty prominent.
I know.
Can you sneak and do anything?
Listen, first of all, I do work, first of all, okay? I actually do work. But no, honestly, a lot of people do shop at work because you know what? A lot of the stuff sells out before 5 o'clock. A lot of you won't find your size before 5 o'clock a lot of the times because it's already gone if there's a really good sale. So you got to be on your game. This is like our Super Bowl, okay? You got to put it in your cart, just like what Persia said.
Wow. Now, Jasmine, you weather people. You were back there in private. You can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
So would you get you some new clothes? What did you do?
Island back
Are
there.
you out there shopping?
I mean, I do need some new clothes, so I might do a little shopping. But we also can't forget that today's 7-Eleven Day.
Yes.
Right.
So you got free Slurpee today.
I totally forgot about Amazon Prime Day.
Oh yeah.
My mind was straight to the Slurpee.
It went straight to the Slurpee, as it should be.
We want you to tell it, okay? Have you ever shopped online while at work? Vote on the website foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, doctors are warning about a new trend on TikTok. It's being called bed rotting. Users are posting videos of themselves spending all day in bed. They're not sleeping. They're scrolling on their phones, watching movies, eating snacks. Doctors caution bed rotting could disrupt moods, increase stress, and impact sleep and lead to avoiding self-care. I rot in bed every day then.
Literally.
Who does not do this?
Literally.
That is the best thing to do.
And who's going to check us? And who's going to check us? I'm going to do it all the time. I don't care. Who's going to check me?
I mean, I guess we agree we all bed rot. What about you, beautiful? I can't think of your name right now.
I was going to say, I guess that's me. I don't know. Because all us ladies. Okay, I was bed rotting all Sunday, so let's just be clear. If this is a trend, sign me up every single weekend.
Yes.
Persia Nicole, that's it. That's what I got it, Persia.
Right.
So, okay, I guess this is a sign of the times, I think.
There's no cure for this, and I don't plan on stopping.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to quote the song. If there's a cure for this, I don't want it.
Oh, really?
Thank you very much.
Wait, who sings that? Who sings it? Tell us.
I got the sweetest hangover. I don't want to get over.
Okay.
Is it Donna Summers?
He don't even know.
Donna Summer. I'm sorry. Donna Summers. Anyway, new study revealing the #1 sign your partner will cheat. Oh, Lord. Oh, Allison, no. It's not. Okay, here it is. And it's not that they don't love you and aren't happy with the marriage. According to researchers, sexual dissatisfaction was the strongest motivator. The study found half of those who said they cheated did so after so-called dry spells with their partner. Well,
I should have known.
Oh, Lord. Well, if it's based on dry spells, my little wife is gone every weekend.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been a dry spell. It's a lot of pressure. You don't understand.
It's a lot of pressure.
You don't understand.
Oh, Allison, I'm so
Persia
sorry,
Nicole,
darling.
you also married. Are you shocked by this?
Not married.
No, I'm not shocked by this. I think, yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, no, you're not, Persia Nicole. That answer scared me. Lady T, are you shocked that this is, the satisfaction? I can't get no satisfaction.
I am not surprised by this at all, because the motion in the ocean is very important.
What about the size of the boat?
So the size of the boat doesn't matter. Is it a yacht? Because maybe that's the only thing that matters at this point. But no, honestly, I can see why that would be the #1 thing. I would have thought it would have been like cheating or something, like just mainly like, not dissatisfaction with that, or picking a restaurant. That would break up with somebody. You can't. If you don't find the right restaurant for me, I'd break up with you.
Jasmine, are you shocked by this?
I'm not surprised, but I thought it would have been like lack of communication or something like that.
No, that's because you're professional. No.
The first sign is if you walk in the house and your wife is blasting, I can't get no satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Hey, okay, I knew that.
That's a problem.
I knew that one this time. Okay, you got one that we knew. Okay, good.
Okay, wow. Okay, Persia Nicole, go back to your top-rated radio show.
Go, girl.
We're going to see you later in the show. And we're about to spill the tea. Still ahead, we're talking pet safety during summer storms. We'll chat with our local vet about how to keep your furry friends calm and protected when severe weather hits. And we'll look and feel younger. A new study says they have ways to say bye-bye to gray hairs. Oh, I need this. My bird is gray. Stick around. We got to
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Nobody likes to see the start of gray hair in today's America Steals and Deals. Julie Moran has a product that will make those gray hairs disappear in an instant. Here's today's America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
As we get older, there's a problem we all deal with, a little bit of gray hair. And going to the salon is expensive and it takes time. Well, I have a solution for you that you can use at home. It's called True Hair. And I love this because it extends those salon appointments. What you do, it's very easy. I get a little gray on the side right here. I can pop that in. Or if you want a larger area, you just go inside the part. This brush will go completely where you want it to go. It's not messy. I love it. You can do it after every shampoo and it stays put. And I like it better than the sprays that kind of get everywhere. And it looks really natural. There's no fussing. There's no back combing. It just gives a coverage and it makes your hair look fuller. And I use it in areas that are large or small. And I just think it's great to have an at-home solution. And getting your hair colored, as I said, is expensive. But most of all, what I don't like, it's time consuming. So this will extend your salon visits by maybe 3 weeks. And you can choose your color. True Hair has 10 different colors, so you can actually match. And right now we're offering 29% off on True Hair. Head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
Still ahead, actor Jamie Foxx out and about after being hospitalized? ? And a Real Housewife is calling off a divorce. Coming up, is Kim getting back with Croy? Well, Lady T's gonna spill all the hot tea with cream. Coming up.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Things are looking better today, but we've seen storms the last few days, and if you're a pet owner, you know some animals are more afraid of storms than others. Joining us now to talk about ways to calm our pets during storms is veterinarian Dr. Devin Smith. And Devin, thanks so much for joining us, Doc. And it's great, we're right on the couch together.
I know, it's our first time.
I know, look at, oh yes.
Oh, I know, you're gonna steal the show, aren't you?
So what should pet parents know about storms? Because you're absolutely right, you're saying off the air, we've been having these storms, my dogs go crazy. Help us out.
So it's
Doc.
really hit or miss. Some dogs, like yours and like this ham Paul, get really stressed with storms. And the things that I noticed with him and that you had kind of mentioned with your two is they get anxious. They might start panting, pacing, sometimes maybe even get a little aggressive and uncomfortable. So if it's that severe, it might be something that you or our viewers should talk to their veterinarians about having a little bit of sedation on hand, literally doggy Xanax. Just so that throughout the storm, they can be more relaxed, less stressed. There's also products like the Thunder shirt, which
what's your take on that? Because we got all that. We got the Thunder shirt, we got the sweater, we got it's kind of like, well, the little bitty dog, see, it might help a little bit, but Gabby seems like she's not having
it is hit or miss. There are some animals that respond really well to that kind of comforting snug of the Thunder blanket, or Thunder shirt, rather. Other things you can do, so like Paul runs to the bathroom and will sit in there. So if they have a place that they like to go that's kind of their safe place, make that a really nice, relaxing environment. It might be worth getting some music to play in there to help distract from the noise, and allow them to have that space. If they want to go and, some dogs jump in the bathtub, just like it's like what we're supposed to do if there's a tornado. But if your dog is a dog that really just can't settle, and it goes the same, I know we just had 4th of July, but if you live out in the country like I do, fireworks are an all year thing. Having some sedation at home might be a nice way to alleviate your dog's stress, and then your stress too, because nobody likes seeing their pet pacing and agitated and whining. It's
now, what about, you're not home, the storm's going off, you hear it coming, you're somewhere else, what do you do?
If you're not home, there's little you can really do unless you've created that space in your home, like the bathroom or a closet. So ideally a place without windows. So closets are great environments. Some bathrooms that don't have windows are great environments where your dog can go and kind of have a little zen area.
Maybe put some of your smelling clothes in there.
A nice blanket. For cats, they have diffusers that release pheromones that are supposed to make them feel calm. So that might be a good place to have those plugged in. It can be challenging because some storms you can't predict, right? And they just kind of come out of nowhere, and that's hard to, offer sedation for. But if you know that there's a storm coming, get that sedation in, get that room nice and ready, and hopefully they'll be able to weather the storm a little more calmly.
Well, Doc, I'm glad to see Paul's comfortable on the show. It's always great seeing you. Appreciate it.
Good to be here.
When most of us think about boxing, we think physical. Boxing, running, sparring, jumping rope. But at this Umar gym, actually the focus is on the mind. And I'm here with the creator, the operator, the owner, Marvin McDowell. Coach, how you doing?
Hey, I'm fantastic. I'm even better now that you're here, man.
Look at you, man. You look like you can still get in the ring.
Oh, I still can. I still can throw.
So let's talk about your program, No Hooks Before Books.
When I first was putting this program together, now we've been operating for the past 27 years. And I saw back then that the kids would be lacking in education and then the gun violence, And see, one of my mottos is put the guns down, put the gloves up, And no hooks before books with the educational part, So I saw that ahead of time. So the way things were rolling, these kids, it seemed like they wasn't gonna have a future, man. Boxing saved me. I want to save these kids in a similar fashion.
Well, tell us about the program. So what happens, you have I see the student area, the study area, the school area. So what happens, they get off school and they come in?
Yeah, so the kids that's from 6 to 13, it's mandatory for them to be in the educational component before they come to the boxing. We have Baltimore City certified school teachers that work with them, math, reading, writing. The best boxers are the smart boxers, the ones that think, count, move, step around, And we just want to erase that stereotype. So when they come here, a lot of people come here and see the kids in the classroom and ask, do they box? Yeah, everybody boxes. It's a boxing gym. That's why they're here. Yeah.
So what's the secret? You have a safe haven for young people in a city that faces many challenges. You've been doing this for how many years?
This is 27th year.
27th year. What is the secret?
You know, we have kids that are bullied. We have kids that are the bulliers. We have kids that, you know, don't really have a man in their life, father type in their life. We just a safe haven, and you know, they can get it from us.
So, Coach, 27 plus years of service in the community. How can our viewers get involved? How can they help?
Our website is nohooksbeforebooks.org, and we have a GoFundMe page there too. And I'm saying they can come and volunteer, you know. I'm saying we open for the community. Any help that can be provided, we need it, we want it.
Well, look, Coach Marvin McDowell, brother, I just want to thank you for 27 plus years of serving the community. You know, we actually stand on your shoulders. You know, I knew you when you didn't have any of the gray.
Yeah, well.
You know, but thank you so much for what you do, man. We appreciate you. You are a hero in our community.
Thank you.
I love it. It's time to spill the tea this Tuesday. Lady T has the hot stuff.
Hey, fellow tea sippers. All right, listen up. So a shocking turn of events, or not really so shocking. Kim Zolciak and her husband, Croy Bierman, have called off their divorce, y'all. She says it's crazy their 13-year relationship lasted, but whatever she did, she chose the right person. That's what the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum told fellow castmates at dinner. Another big surprise is Kim and Croy, guess what, y'all? They're not in couples therapy, okay? They decided against it. They say they're going to rely on a higher power. TMZ reports apparently they will just have more face-to-face convos and rely on God. That's what they're going to do in order to fix their relationship. Still no explanation as to why they even called off the divorce in the first place. My guess is I feel like this is all the tease ahead to the new season of Real Housewives. I didn't believe it from the jump, Mark. I already knew this was
Wow. See, Lady T didn't. You faked me out.
I know. I saw the future. I was like, no, this is all a hoax. This is not it. But they're back together. I think they should enroll in couples therapy or some kind of therapy because they get to stop making up stuff. Come on. But I'm happy for them if they're getting back together. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yes. Up next. Okay, so the long-awaited tea that we've been waiting for, y'all. Jamie Foxx made his first public appearance months after being hospitalized. Jamie Foxx was spotted on a boat in Chicago on Sunday. Now, he was also seen at Topgolf, getting back into the swing of things. There was footage of it all obtained by TMZ. Now, this is the first time that he's been seen since being hospitalized back in April. After we all heard conflicting reports about his condition, his daughter posted on social media simply stating that he had a medical complication. Now, we still don't even know the cause. We don't know what it was, why the extended hospital stay. But everyone has their little conspiracy theories. But finally, at least we see proof of life, Mark. I'm kind of excited about that, at least.
That's all we can do. I think proof of life. I think I like how you put that.
You like how? Because I was like, where is this man? Somebody go find Jamie Foxx.
Well,
you know,
I don't know. Both of the shots are from a distance. And
yeah,
it's not clear.
I know.
Talking to the camera.
But he wasn't as sluggish. He wasn't as sluggish or slow. So it looks like he is recovering well. So prayers up for him.
Is it him though? It's the question.
Is it him? You think it's a double? I care. All right. Up next, because it's Keith Foreign. All right. So we finally hear from the legendary singer Madonna. She recently postponed her long-awaited tour after being hospitalized for a serious bacterial infection. What is going on with our stars? Okay, but no.
Goodness.
The singer told fans on Instagram, "I have felt your love," and she also says she's on the road to recovery, feeling grateful and feeling blessed. The Madonna Celebration Tour was supposed to start July 15th in Vancouver, Canada. She now says the international tour will kick off in October. Fans need to hold on to those tickets, though, because guess what? They're going to be valid once the new dates come out. But she looks good, y'all. She just wants to focus on getting stronger, she says. No doubt, so that she can Vogue better when she comes back. She's going to be voguing. I don't even know how to Vogue very well. But she looks like she's doing better, so congrats to her. What's going on with our legends, yo? We got to watch them.
I thought Madonna would be much more stronger as an older artist, to be honest. But
I know. She is. I mean, she is. But a bacterial infection, that thing, it's really bad. So
I think she might have drank and drugged.
Listen, there's a couple of other theories that we could talk about with Madonna. But you know what? No, I'm just glad that she's recovering. I'll leave it at that, okay? Yes. Right. All right. That's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to sip on all that tea.
Well, speaking of tea, it's going to be a bit warmer today than yesterday. For a closer look, let's look at Jasmine. What's up, Jazzy?
Hey, Mark. We are taking a look at this beautiful photo coming in from Arizona. Their monsoon season has started, so not only are they dealing with very, very hot temperatures. They're also now dealing with storms and rain, and they'll continue to see that over the next several days. Other parts of the country, including Vermont, dealing with that rain. We, on the other hand, are nice and dry. We'll stay that way, but then our rain chances do return this weekend. So many parts of the country dealing with some kind of heat alert. In fact, parts of Arizona looking at an excessive heat warning. Tucson actually set the record of the longest excessive heat warning. They had temperatures over 107 degrees. Today, only 104. So not qualifying for an excessive heat warning. We are going to have hot temperatures, just not quite that hot. 86 currently and sunny over Baltimore. We've got temperatures mainly in the 80s across the state, and we're quickly starting to heat up. A code orange air quality alert is in place for parts of Baltimore County, Baltimore City, and Anne Arundel County. So if you are someone with asthma, heart disease, lung disease, or children or the elderly, you want to make sure that you're taking it easy and avoiding strenuous outdoor activities. Otherwise, our temperatures reach the upper 80s and the low 90s. The good news is that even though it will be hot, it won't be that humid. We'll be right along that comfortable and sticky range. Same thing tomorrow. But as we head into the weekend and as our rain chances increase, those dew points increase and it'll start to feel a little more humid. We'll stay nice and dry throughout the afternoon, and we remain quiet overnight as well. We'll wake up to plenty of sunshine as high pressure remains over the region. Then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, it still looks great with plenty of sunshine, but once that high pressure system departs, we'll have more rain moving in starting Thursday morning, and a little bit later on as a cold front gets closer, there will be another chance for a few showers and storms. 92 for the high temperature today. Then we are looking at temperatures around 95 tomorrow. And again on Thursday, we'll be in the low 90s with a chance for showers over the weekend. After that, our temperatures remain hot and in the 90s. Back to you.
This summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Cares Summer Diaper Drive. Scan this QR code to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, go to sinclaircares.com. Still ahead, cheating the company, the number of people who say they shop online while at work, and just how much it costs the country in this less productive move. It's Amazon Prime Day. Yes, the 2-day sale kicked off at midnight. Now, if you're shopping, careful when you're doing it and why you're doing it. And did I say where you're doing it? One study found a whopping 75% of people say they'll shop while at work. It estimated the U.S. could lose $10 billion in production due to workers' online shopping. And we wanted you to tell it. Have you ever shopped online while at work? Most of you are saying never. Of course you're saying never. A great show lined up for tomorrow. The rain finally is moving out, so why not go out and enjoy Maryland's great outdoors? Coming up, we'll show you a great day trip destination for you and the family.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@Fox.